It is time for our schlong. Would you like to kick off the schlong, or do you
Um,
want me
you
to
can
kick
kick
off
off
the?
this. You can kick off the
Well,
schlong. What do
because
we?
you had found this hilarious article. This is from Microsoft, MSN, I guess. Microsoft.
It's about songs. It's about songs that are racist, you guys. They're racist
Yeah.
songs. I saw it on MSN. Like they have really everything on MSN because I will go to Bing every once in a while, but everything out there is racist now, and so I find it really it's just so stupid. Like people who write for MSN, I'm just like, seriously, is everything racist and everything sexist? Yes. Yes, it is. But songs, they had a list of these songs may be racist. Like they're basically telling us that we shouldn't be listening to these songs. And some of them on the list, I thought, this is just absurd. So if you want to go through the list for some people, because you guys,
Some
I
of them
mean,
I don't know,
some of
I
them I
will
don't know
say.
either, but some of our people may
Okay.
know some of them. But some of them I do know and I love, and I'm not going to stop listening to these songs just because some jackhole on MSN told me that they're racist.
Well, and the fact that they're so God, what's the word? Pretentious about the way that they describe why you should be offended by these songs is so ridiculous. And the opening paragraph, like the intro paragraph that they're using to get into the songs, they say it's important to, or in evaluating a tune's capacity to offend, it's important to differentiate between neutral cultural reference, for example, walk like an Egyptian, which is a nod to the stately poses in Egyptian mythological art and not living, breathing Egyptians, versus cultural devaluation wrought by racism.
Most
That's the
people
kind of stuff we're talking about.
most people don't listen to walk who listen to walk like an Egyptian aren't thinking about that.
No, they're
Most
just
of
like,
the
this is catchy tune. I like the
yeah.
lyrics.
Or if they're
Fun
watching the
dance.
video, dudes are like, Susanna Hoffs is hot.
Right.
That's what the dudes are like. Look at her, she's hot. I mean, you know what I mean?
She's still hot.
She still is. She's like 60 and she's still hot. She's aged very well. But I mean, that's people aren't that song is like it's kind of a dumb, catchy, fun song. They're not like, "Oh my god, this has like racial undertones." That's not what we're thinking about. We're listening to Walk Like an Egyptian.
Well, that's okay, because their point is that's fine because
Okay.
it's not racist, because it's about dead people, and like it's basically honoring them, so it's totally
Okay. Well,
different.
thank you for validating
Right.
that for me, MSN. I appreciate that. I appreciate it.
Good job.
Okay. All right. What else? What else is on
All
the
right,
list?
so Brown Sugar, and I know you're
I
mad about this
by the
one.
Stones. I'm so mad about this song. So
Yeah.
they say this is actually racist.
And you know what? It's possible that these lyrics are, but the point is, so what? Like, this is a different time when these songs were
Right.
written. They were written at a different time when everyone was not so insane, and you could just enjoy a song for the song's sake. And now you can't do that anymore. You can't sing Baby It's Cold Outside, but you can absolutely sing wet ass P word.
Yeah, WAP. You can sing WAP.
It makes
Yeah.
no sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Like 'cause some of the rap these days is just so gross. I was actually talking about that to my daughter's swim coach yesterday, and they play music when they're practicing. And he's
Mhm.
like, it's so hard to find music that doesn't offend like somebody that's
Right?
walking in or out, or some of the kids, or we've got they have like they have Toby Tuesdays now where it's like Toby Keith Tuesdays because Toby
Aw.
Keith has just passed away. So they play all Toby Keith or as much Toby Keith as they can on Tuesdays. And so that's what they were playing a lot of yesterday. They do a lot of country stuff because we live in Texas, so there's a lot of people who are country fans here. But they do like kind of different themes for the kids and stuff for music every day, and then sometimes they'll let a kid like have their playlist play, and some of these kids are listening to like gangster rap and some of that stuff. You can't. Parents are coming in going, "What are we listening to?" Like, oh my god, because music nowadays is completely offensive. Most of it
Mm.
is, half of it is at least. So I mean, I think Brown Sugar, I think that song is I what is so
Well,
bad?
it says
Uh,
the write up says the title is offensive enough, but in the very first verse, Mick Jagger travels back to the plantation to peek in on the slave owners who used to make it hurt so good, as he sings, "quote Hear him whip the women just around midnight." So clearly, you can't
you
sing
can't
that.
you can't sing that song, you
You
guys.
can't
God,
enjoy that.
it's such a great tune though to jam
You're not
to.
allowed to like it.
I love the Stones, you guys. So anyway, so it's
That's
racist
one.
now.
So, one of our favorite sponsors ever, Grunt Style, is doing something a little bit different for Memorial Day. And I'm going to read you something that they put on their Memorial Day page, which you can get to at gruntstyle.com. Just look for their Memorial Day page. They wrote, Memorial Day is not just a day of sorrow or pain. It isn't a day of debauchery either. It's an earned day, earned by thousands we served who are no longer with us, and the hundreds of thousands who came before us in service to our country and gave the ultimate measure of sacrifice. Help us support the children of our fallen. All profits for the 2024 Grunt Style Memorial Day shirts during May will be donated to Children of Fallen Patriots Foundation. And their mission is to provide college scholarships and educational counseling to military kids who have lost a parent in the line of duty. How much do you love this?
God, I love this so much. So the easiest way to find the Memorial Day t-shirts is simply to go to gruntstyle.com and scroll down to the homepage, or scroll down on the homepage. And then you can click on the link in the notes below, because all profits from the t-shirts are going to go to a charitable foundation, y'all. And it's the usual Chicks10 discount code. It does not apply to this item. It does, of course, apply to anything else that you purchase at the site. So go to gruntstyle.com. That's gruntstyle.com and help them out. I think this is a great cause. Like, what better cause is there than this?
You're going to get great t-shirts in the process. So get yourself something awesome for Memorial Day, and then get yourself something that you can get a discount on in the main store.
Exactly. Yeah.
China Girl, David Bowie.
I love that song too. You guys, I love Bowie. I'm a big Bowie fan. Like, Heroes is one of my favorite songs of all time by Bowie, and it's been done like 14 different ways to Sunday.
Well, China Girl is inappropriate because it has a casual reference to white privilege and colonialism in the line about stumbling, quote, into town just like a sacred cow, visions of swastikas in my head, plans for everyone. So stop liking that song, you guys. Stop.
You got to stop liking China Girl. You got to stop. How dare you? Yeah. Okay. What else is it?
Illegal Alien by Genesis.
That's such a great song. Is it not?
I've always hated that song, and I love Genesis. That's like one of my favorites.
I love Genesis. I hate that song. Genesis is one of the most underrated bands of all time.
They're amazing, but this is their worst song they ever did. I always hated it.
You think? I like it.
Oh my God, I hate it.
I think it's kind of funny. I think it's
but
a funny song.
It is funny. I mean, it's a very kitschy, not their typical song.
Right.
And it's obviously, he sings it in like this accent, right? Talking about illegal aliens and using all the stereotypes. Now, I think it's fine, but you're not allowed to like it anymore.
You can't like it. You know what one of their greatest songs is, actually, though, is Mama. Is that like, I freaking love that song.
Such a good song.
I know, right?
Oh my God. That's the Genesis I love.
That is Genesis. I know.
Yeah. God, that's an amazing song. Yeah. Fantastic.
Okay. What else?
Let's see. What else? Island Girl, Elton John.
Island Girl is racist?
Well, because you're talking about using faked up Caribbean inflections, and you can't do that.
You can't do that, you guys. Everybody's like making their playlist now. They're like, okay, I'm writing down all these songs, and I'm going to make a playlist.
I mean, these are kick-ass songs.
They are all very kick-ass songs. Okay, so there were a couple on the list that I didn't know. Some people may know.
I'm not even.
You're not going to mention those. Anything else that we do know?
Right here, right now. Jesus
Jones. I love that. I love that song. That was like a '90s song.
I know. I'm trying to understand why.
I think it was religious. It had religious undertones, didn't it? Jesus Jones. It
says the 1991 hit celebrating the fall of communism dismissed the ongoing black struggle at the time.
What?
By saying, here's the quote from the song, a woman on the radio talked about revolution when it's already passed her by. I saw the decade in when it seemed the world could change at the blink of an eye, and if anything, then there's your sign of the times. Man, that is reaching.
That is so reaching. They need to like just take all the seats on that one. That's a great song.
That's a great song.
Here, right now,
there is no other place I wanna
be. It's a great. Yeah,
of course, the national anthem made the list.
The national freaking anthem made the list.
Can't have that. Stop liking that, you guys. Stop it.
Yeah, they can take every last seat. We will never stop loving the national anthem. MSN can suck it. What else? Anything else? Is that it?
That's pretty much.
Those are pretty much the ones. Can you guys think of other ones that you think that they would hate?
They had a few others on there that I don't know very well, so
Yeah.
I don't have anything to say about them.
Fat Bottom Girls. Fat Bottom Girls is a good one too.
That's a great one.
Yeah, I'm
That is a
surprised they
great
didn't
one.
have and Sweet Home Alabama. Those are really good suggestions. Yeah, because you can't make fun of fat bottom girls. You can't do that because it's what do they call that? It's fattest. What is it?
Fat
It's
shaming?
fat shaming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Is it fattest? Is that a new word?
I think it's
Fat
fat shame.
phobic?
Fat
Fat phobic.
phobic. Yeah.
Maybe that's it. Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah,
Caribbean
these
Queen.
there's so
Billy
many.
Ocean.
We could add so oh yeah, that's right.
I'm on a
Mexican
Mexican
radio.
radio.
I love that song. Oh my gosh, that's so great. Yeah,
Oh my
there's so many
gosh.
we could add to the list. This person
Yeah.
obviously doesn't know music, and we do.
What a
Obviously.
miserable person to even think to write that
I
article, you
know,
know?
right? It's like they live their life to be completely and perpetually outraged.
Mhm.
Loser.